Welcome to another episode of Eric's Camping Adventures. I want to take a few moments in this episode and show you some little day hikes around the Springer Gulch campground in Lake George, Colorado. In this clip here, my drone is just looking down over a rock formation, and turning to the right, it is Springer Gulch looking down on the South Platte River. Coming up on the right here is Springer Gulch, headed up north to the mountains. One of the first day hikes that we did out of the Springer Gulch campground was just up to that little rock formation. You can see it on Gaia. You can see the forest floor is just a lot of pine needles and pine cones, and it's a little bit easy to lose your way because all you see is pine cones and pine needles. So a lot of people have set up cairns, but we climbed up to that rock formation and we looked down on the canyon. And we positioned ourselves and got into a view of the river. So my wife and I explored this elevation up to the north of the Springer Gulch campground, and we just kind of walked up the hill. Same forest floor covering was pine needles and pine cones, and we walked up to the edge of a rock formation and overlooked Springer Gulch. I launched my drone and we just kind of took in the view. My wife and I did some off-trail exploration here, but we headed west, and the idea was to run into the forest road that was just to the west of that rock outcropping. Eventually we ran into the forest road, and it's titled Forest Road 246.A1, and it's not really a road, it's more of a path for some Forest Service workers to use an ATV on, and it's actually a little rougher than that at a couple points. To me, this was the best day hike out of the Springer Gulch campground. It was a well-marked path. We went down into the gulch itself and then back up out the other side, and we were able to follow a path, again, to the north up into the higher elevation. We eventually came out of the conifer forest into this little meadow of grass and approached this little spot with some aspen trees, and we came up on a little surprise there. As we got into the grove of aspen trees, we took a look around and we saw lots of bear markings on the trees. And we had not grabbed our bear spray when we went up out of our campsite that morning. So we decided to make a U-turn and head back to the campground. But this is absolutely the trail that I would want to explore more if we went back out hiking. I did not get a chance, but you can see from that forest road that is just a little like ATV trail. It goes up higher into the mountains. So that Forest Road 246.81 drops off right at the end of the Springer Gulch campground, and we just followed it right back to our campsite. The next little hike we took was probably a fishing trail that went out of the campground on the Forest Road 96E. And we took that little trail you can see there, cut through the grass and along the edge of a little hill there. We followed that down first to the river and then up into the forest again, where we found different cairn stacks so people wouldn't lose their way on the forest floor. last day hike out of Springer Gulch approaches up towards the big rock formation that you saw in the earliest videos, and it is a pretty cool trail. It again is down the forest road towards the South Platte River, and you go up to the west and kind of wander along a marked trail, but then again it breaks down into just forest floor and cairns. We wandered up the hill and we tried to find a path or some kind of markings that would take us to the top of the rock formations, but we couldn't find that. We had heard that others had been able to find the top, but we couldn't do it that day. We had a tired old dog, some kids, and it was kind of hot that day. We hung out in the shade a little bit, enjoyed our lunch, and then we hiked back down to the campground. We found the Springer Gulch campground to be enjoyable because we got to do some kind of off-trail exploration and just goof around, have some fun.